cool. Hello, 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 hello. Oh. How are we doing today on this fine Wednesday? It's Wednesday, the 2 days off I took off after the fundraising stream went by in a flash. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, I think I'm mostly going to be practicing today, I reckon. I obviously, you know, have taken 2 days off. I haven't touched Spyro in the 2 days, and I want to at least try getting back to any percent and see how things flow, see how things go. If they work out, great. If they don't, great. Like, I'm just going to take it easy today. I need to take it easy today. I've had the shakes for a lot of today as well, actually. I think I didn't eat enough yesterday and went a bit too long without breakfast today, so I was like kind of anxious. I sound sick? I sound the exact same I did a few days ago, Father. You might be misremembering. I sound fine. We apologize that we couldn't get you a flight to NYC. It's okay, guys. It's all right. At the end of the day, we did a good thing. We can talk about that a lot today, if we feel like we want to. There's not really much to say, you know, we did our best, right? We did our best. I dodged a bullet? Did I? Those rats, I don't care. It would have been nice. It would have been nice regardless. What did I miss? Nothing. After the fundraising streams, yeah, no, I took a couple days off. Unless you didn't hear the news and you missed the end of it, I didn't get in. We got overtaken in the last 10 minutes. Would you believe it? Literally in the final 10 minutes. By 6 minutes left in the fundraising window, it was completely out of our hands. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know?
But, it is what it is. Jesus Christ.
Sometimes in life, you try your hardest and things just don't work out, and that's okay. Happy to have even been considered, you know? Yeah, we got 6th. By a margin of about several grand as well. What was really nice to see afterwards, however, was quite a large outpour of support from other fundraisers and also this community. When life closes a door, look for the open window. Yeah, of course, yeah. You know, it was a great time. Like, there's lots to be happy about, despite the fact that we didn't get in the top 5. There really was, Dosam. And considering that, a lot of people, including iFlow, who ended up 3rd place, ended up DMing me to tell me that he had reached out to Milo, the organizer, and been like, hey, is there any way that you could invite the 6 of us? Because obviously Laura put in a lot of work and raised a lot of money. And unfortunately, I did get the Milo DM being like, hey, I wish we could do this, but we just don't have it, like, in the budget. Something to that effect. And I was like, that's absolutely fine. You know, that's the game, right? I would have felt iffy about taking it if an invitation was extended to me anyway, because, you know, like, we all went into this knowing that top 5 stays in, the rest stay out. I feel like it would have been a little bit against the integrity of the event if I were invited anyway. It does suck. And also, I should mention in Milo's message to me, he did say that he's going to be strongly pushing for me to get a direct invite to the next summit, which I think is really, really cool and really sweet of him. So we have that on the radar. Practice to match the task. Yeah, why don't we just do what the task does? Guys, do you know you're losing a lot of time to the task because of routing differences and execution differences? Like, duh. It's like these fucking people see SMB1 and seeing the RTA runners in SMB1 match the task there, and I'm like, yeah, that's because that game is as simple as hold right and jump. I'm gonna be honest. Sure, optimized speed game, sure, hard to get a good time in, but, you know, hold right and jump, fellas. Great job.
She says this, but if someone tried to make fun of her precious game the same way, we'd get a 15-minute long rant about the intricacies of game mechanics and console bias.
Laura O'Brien just told me that he likes me. I'm surprised you haven't stopped saying it to each other this whole time. I'm surprised you don't have a similar problem as Mustache. I have said I like you, Lucy, about 90 times over the past 7 days. I do have the same problem. Shut up? No, it's literally my job to not do that. It's literally my job to not shut up. Why did erase lesbians get auto-modded? That's funny. Also, how is she erasing lesbian? What? What? They're telling a lesbian to shut up. The lesbian is telling the other lesbian to shut up.
Are you sure about that?
Like, I don't think that is the opposite of erasure. Well, I'm bi too. You know what I mean. We're doing that gay shit. I think you're just noticing them more, Meander. You'd be impressed at how many people are not queer in my chat.
No straights allowed. /JK.
Big question. Are trans heterosexuals allowed?
Of course. Trans people are gay.
I said trans heterosexuals, though. They're straight, but trans.
Straight but queer because trans. Queer encompasses everyone who isn't cis straight, so heart.
Cool : 3.
So welcome, fellow queer. I'm non-binary, so I'm right there with you.
This is my 4th cup of coffee. You should not do that. That's too much coffee. You're losing it? Yeah, you would be. Had to work all night with no sleep? I'm so sorry. That sounded sarcastic, but I meant it. I meant it. Yeah, no, I don't envy you with that. I cherish my sleep way too much. I've been supplementing sleep with black coffee. What's y'all's go-to? Mine used to be Monster. And then I ended up being very not good with caffeine anymore because of my acid reflux.
I used to suffer from acid reflux really bad.
So I can't have caffeine anymore. Unfortunate. Locks me out of so many of my favorite drinks.
What soda and energy drinks that are 80% sugar?
What beverages do you go for if you can't have caffeine? Literally just now, like either water or like maybe once a week I'll have a sugar-free soda. That's it. It kind of sucks. I used to be a massive Diet Coke fiend, but now it hates me. Now it's poison to me, unfortunately. You're still a Coke fiend? Lucky you. Lucky you, my friend. So glad you dropped Diet Coke. It weirds you out. Yeah, I mean, I had a can. I tried a can about a week and a half ago, and I very swiftly realized that it's just pure acid. Like, I didn't actually fuck with it anymore. Kinda breaks my heart. But if that's the way it is, back to cooking. Enjoy cooking. Chat, this bitch can cook. Oh my god. There's also Fast 52 that I need to keep out on my radar. Because obviously there's a non-zero chance that Composer and I are getting into that. Especially after considering I was there the first time. I feel like I don't want to sit here and, you know, jinx anything. I don't want to be too confident for my own good. But I feel like my chances of getting back into Fast 50 are reasonably strong. Because, you know, like, I kind of crushed it at the first one. And I got along very nicely with everybody, and I don't know. It was a good time. I feel like there's no reason to not re-invite me. You know, like, I don't think I did anything wrong there, you know? So it's just a matter of, like, the run suggestion that I submitted would be sick enough, I guess.
I got along with everyone. Yes, that's because they were actual streamers who understand business relationships. That doesn't entitle you to a free trip to speedrun the same game at the event. Not to mention, I'm sure they remember you participating in the Ludwig is excluding minorities debate when you thought you weren't part of the first one.
I chatted with Mello a bit about a completely different subject, but he seems like the guy who means it when he says he'll try to push you. Alright. Yeah, thank you, Upflow. I really appreciate that. You know, like, the largest donation we did get during my fundraising was $200, and it was right at the start, you know? We had 100 and... how many did we have? It was somewhere in the ballpark of like 150 individual donations. It's probably more, probably less, I don't know. You know, we had a lot of small individual donations come through, you know? So we built that total up in a very, I don't know, very, very loving kind of way, I guess. I'm gonna lurk for a bit, but good luck with everything. Thank you, Alec. Very much appreciate that. I might eat mid-stream, actually. I am famished in the non-username sense of the word. What? It's true, I am Laura. Laura is hungry. Very hungry, actually. Dang. You know what? I think I need to just go do it. I think I just need to go get another Huel. I've already had one today. I'm gonna have another one. I don't have, like, actual food that I can just grab. So. Actually, hang on. Maybe that's not true. Okay, well, it hit me that I could have made solid food. But my roommates are using the kitchen, so now I can't. Right. It's food replacement meal drink, whatever the fuck. Golly. Gotta be done. Let's do runs. Let's hop in. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Let it begin. Fuck it. We in this bitch. That's really annoying. Rip blue. That's a dead run. Unfortunate. Missed the blue. Misangled the flame. The second flame, I wanted to say, instead of fleckin' same. Oh, really? That was too harsh? Wow, I fully didn't feel that as too harsh. That's really upsetting. And that wasn't very weird. Oh, okay. Well, the run's just dead anyway. Sorry, guys. Next run, maybe. Alerts are off, and Laura will now stop talking. Time to game. Well, despite it all, we got a run today. Never know what could happen in the old magic crafters, though, so let's not rest on the laurels. Well, yeah, let's see how Bite Caves goes. It could fuck us. The worst thing that happens is that Bite Caves fucks us and we're just back to the status quo. The worst we can experience right now is the normal. Anus skip. Wow. Anus skip. That's unfortunate. That's really rare. That's really, really rare for me to miss. Okay, good try. Round of applause for that one, gamers. Round of applause. It's definitely a good pace. It's replicable, but now I'm shaky, so maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe another day for running that one back. Good run. Great. Like, day one, another pace back into Bite Caves. Sure. That was unfortunate, but sure. Like, that's fixable. That's very fixable. Let's do a 14 tally. Fuck it.